First off, this game is delightfully chill to play, which is very nice. However, it comes with some very serious drawbacks. Combat is very unfulfilling, the production chain is both too shallow and too complex at the same time, and some things are unnecessarily fiddly. In more detail, the combat appears to roll of a dice based, so if you combat power 4, ranging cut has combat power 3, bandit there is 4 to 3 chance, 57% your unit will win. It also means that it's shockingly common to have a single unit kill multiple foes. In 10% of cases, the lone bandit will kill 4 rangers. In 0.3% of cases, a lone bandit will wipe an entire guard tower worth of rangers. In poker terms, somewhere between the straight and the flush as far as probability goes. This results in very frustrating moments where you can't quite get rid of camp, and likewise, if your unit does all the swaying, things feel a bit undeserved. An HP based system would go a long way here. Units who survive combat could then be held back up, maybe at the tavern, and if units were to collect XP over time, there might be a mechanism to earn the skill rangers without needing to be lucky with the trades. I'm not sure what to do about enemies in general though. If you're only the basic guard and solve the quests, no matter which level, you're utterly powerless to stop both thieves and specters. If that's the case, they become a constant annoyance. Not a challenge, just an annoyance. Things to go slower, you need to retrain units over and over, but they generally don't have the power to stop your expansion. Enemies might be more fun as an objective rather than annoyance, so instead of evading the player, they'd be instead of defending valuable resources and the player would need to strategize plan and properly to take them out. Isn't to say that the occasional bandit invasion couldn't happen from time to time still, just that the enemy's primary purpose would be something different. As for production chains being too complex and too shallow, coming from the satisfactory, even the most advanced chains are very straightforward and rarely cross over domains. For example, there is nothing needing to cross any wheat product with any iron product. There is very little thought required to build them out. I'd accept that this is a consequence of early access though. At the same time, there's two different resources of lumber and timber. One of the tools, so one for buildings, and it's not entirely clear to me what the benefit here is. It just feels like an arbitrary distinction to make the player micromanage more and despair once they run out of the dark stuff because they can't build for a while. I'd highly appreciate if they could be used more interchangeably, perhaps at different ratios, similar to how light armor can be made from 1 leather and 5 fabric. Doing so would also elevate the UI problem the game has, where there is too much specifically in the HUD for the resources, so a seemingly random set of resources is hidden from their list. By reducing the specificity in requirements, meta categories for lumber and timber could be shown on the HUD instead, cutting down the clutter. This also goes for the various foodstuffs, which could have the meta categories for the main dishes, side dishes, desserts, drinks. And a last bit of clunkies to mention is the recruitment of units. You play as a building and the building recruits units automatically, so far so good. However, if the guild house can produce the units, it in turn does not request the relevant resources itself then. Similarly, I also find myself placing the towers to expand the territory only to watch nothing happen because I have not enough guards. While neither ideally are guards who go to help nor the academy goes to produce units. It's not clear to me why I have to micromanage these things. Even if a large mortality of guards eating up too many carriers in a concern, that could be solved with a fill up to capacity and automatic hiring stop if there's too few cattle carriers around. But again, despite all the things said, the game remains delightfully relaxing. So guys, thank you for watching this video, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and do not forget to set up notifications to not miss any videos. See ya!